however this is gonna do for you. And if it's not for you, I mean, you're getting pissed off, just click the fuck off. You don't have to keep listening and get mad at me. How they prove to you that they're not interested. I'm just not interested. Huh. But that's not true. Because this card means going back and forth. Take my self-control. They have a hard time. Well, I guess in the beginning it was easy to make them and others believe that this was true. There's another one going back and forth. To me, this is like I'm weighing my options. They didn't tell anybody that they were weighing their options. They made it seem to people like that's done. I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. But now something's happening, and I just may be interested now. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just, this is clearly looking at things differently. I have a different outtake on this. Intake, outtake, whatever you call it. I see this differently now. What is this that they see differently now? And how does this affect you? I see that there were many lies. There just were many things that were that I just wasn't seeing things. You know, the Avenger, I was in this kind of like, I was a little intimidated and jealous by things about this person. Yeah, this could be a woman, a special woman. And I didn't think of them as just being a great person to be in my life, though. It was like I was, you know how they say spiritually or morally bankrupt? Well, this person feels like they were bankrupt in the area of even being able to get out of the tunnel vision that I was in when I was dealing with this situation. You know, I didn't realize how insecure that I was. I just refused to believe it, or I didn't see it at the time. Everything for me was like sexual. I was only looking at them as if they were going to be in my bed eventually. Oh. This night will never go. Letters, letters, letters. I'm in a fucking train. I don't even know what realm. I don't know where I'm at, but I like it. I don't feel any pain. I'm still closing this thing, this eye, which tells me that I've either been walking around for like 657 years. And this is, oh, could you just imagine, though, for the people who are learning how to close this fucking thing? I don't even want to, I don't even want to say the word. The projector screen. Done. Close it. It's done. Expired. I can't take it. I feel like I got what I need. Good and bad. When you feel like you got what you need from something good and bad, maybe it's just time to close it up. You'll always be expecting just to have good at that point, and you won't be able to handle the bad, you know, or this is when in everything in life something should just, that should be the end of that chapter. What's love got to do? Someone's name could be Tina. I sat next to this person. Or BC and CB. Opposites attract. Oh, is that what it is? Are you opposites? Oh, you know what I think? Whoever this is on the other side, I think that they didn't recognize the you and them and you. I'm looking at this person and I'm seeing these things. Whatever this is, it could just be the way you look at life. It could be the fact that I could go either way. This is just, I'll go, I don't go. Oh, we broke down. We were a flat tire in the middle of the desert. Let's make the best of it. You know what I mean? And whatever, however you do that, there's no judgment. SN. Because, so now, You have a hard time explaining this. Be you. But what is BNB? I'm in a fucking trance where I feel like I'm tripping, and I'm going to stay here for the rest of my existence because there's no reason for me to leave. What's love but a second-hand lotion? B&B Urban Dictionary is bread and butter. Bread and butter. I like it. Nope. Yeah. So now we have this bread and butter. Take the sex off the table. I don't know if I've ever done this. It's like the sex off the table, and now I'm looking and I'm thinking, I'll hire them because of this. How many things have I only based off of that? Huh. It scares me to feel this way. I actually like this person. But see, there could have been something that was something that was created that made you look like you were CM or MC. I don't know what that is. Call my bluff. Oh, that could be one of your strong suits. That would be an issue for certain people. For people like you, this is a fucking dream come true. Because when people can do that, they can take it. That's why they do it consistently. This isn't just doing it once in a while and then you go into a closet and you scream and rage and eat a box of Twinkies. Because that's not really how you felt. This is someone that can take constructive criticism. They can even take criticism because they understand that everybody criticizes and everybody gets criticized. Nobody's ever just on one side of that. You'd be delusional. And delusional, you're not, but you were made to be out to be delusional for something. And it just could... it could just be the jealousy that comes with being a certain type of woman. And so I don't have a lot of friends. Yep, I judge them for that. Why did I skip that part? Why did I immediately... And I don't care who influenced me. It could just be I'm the jerk off that sees it this way. That there's something wrong with them because they don't have any friends. And then what happened was, this is, nobody wants to date them or to... And watching something grow on their own. The outcome of this is that this person, regardless of all this mirage and with the Avenger, you can have people attacking you, it's, I see why. These are the women of worth. They're not all the most beautiful, but they're not AI. These are women who, oh God, what they've been through. But why are the women in my life who have these easy lives, why are they starting to look different than the ones who had the more difficult lives? Could it be inner strength is a youthful aphrodisiac? It absolutely is. So if you have a woman or even a man, for the women who are dealing with this, where you're 25 years younger than this guy, and I'm pretty sure that he's decapitated some people. That's a release. These types of people have a constant release of negativity. They don't necessarily walk around skipping with smiles on. They know better. But they're not the type that's just going to snap your neck on the street on a day drive for no reason. They don't hold that shit with them. This is another trait that this woman has. She's got manly traits, the good ones, and she's got womanly traits, the good ones. it's me. This is perfect balance. Perfect balance. And this is even perfect balance of the devil side of them. Huh. They know which darkness to repel. It's like they automatically repel a certain level of darkness where it would be hard for them to function in life, which tells me that they have a if alien beings could put on your forehead a mark that others could see where it says, I still have my soul, and how important that is now. Always really, but now. I see that they get along better with their family. You could have a sibling these are Hyogos. This is the lovers movie, we're siblings or something like that. And then this the moon is we're both dark and shit. You know? We both feel kind of, I wouldn't say betrayed, but like we're very good at saying I'm great. But it's not the kind of I'm great where if you sneeze, I'm gonna just open hand slap you. This is I'm good. I don't want to. It's my shit to deal with. It's two different types of I'm good. Like we're here, we're down the shore, or we're on a fucking family. Da 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 da. And like the two of them go through dark shit. They just go through difficult times. You could both be psychic as shit, very aware. And I get up, nothing gets me down. Right. But you don't know that these types of women have it tough. You just don't know it because I'm not. There's the other side. Well, I'm sorry, my dad left. Oh, with the punches. Where can I find me one or build me one? And that's final. Somebody said that. Is that movie? Somebody watched Weird Science. Huh. Is that? Of course it's possible. They made the movie of 40 years ago? I don't know. If I overdid it and I made you 120, I apologize. Might as well, John. Why am I? Here's me. Here's I'm walking up the street. Let's just say hypothetically, I'm walking up the street. I see her. I know it's her. Yeah. I'm not that guy that now acts like I have to use my phone to turn away. What is it about this fucking woman? This just looks like I'm in my own. I think. Do you draw? Somebody draws, or there's something creative that you do. You could wear a hat inside. Oh yeah, okay. This is one of those women where you just look at hat head. It looks good on you. Bed head, hat head. The I just woke up look. Who is okay enough for this? I mean, this motherfucker glows. Yep. They're just, they get the sense of, I don't ever have to say who I am. Like, I don't know if there are women that do this. I hear what you say. 10 o'clock, 10. But I don't feel that that's how you. So when you don't feel that way, but then you want me to treat you that way, it compromises my spirit. I didn't know that's what it was. It makes me angry. I feel if I want to be in the same environment as you or even get that good side, I have to abide by this shit. And as a man, or if this is a strong woman where a man's making, there's something about... I don't like how that makes me feel. Right, King of Pentacles. You could be I'm telling you, you could be a fucking woman and be like this. I am not here to pacify you. No. I mean, if there was something, but with that too. I have a strong, this woman has, I can tell that she has some type of thing that she's walking, or she's supposed to be walking somewhere else by now. What a speaker. Okay, well, can I do this? Can I deal with this? God damn, she's a strong speaker too. Am I gonna have to get a chip put in me to be programmed to be good enough for this one? Hello, is it me you're looking for? I'm stern on staying to myself. This is that woman that sits in the castle, and there's been maybe 1 or 2 men that have made it across the moat in about 40 years. This is, I know what kind of man I am. I do, but there's still things that concern me. 1, he's afraid he's going to jump you. Okay. I mean, I'm just, what happens if I see them, right? What if I don't want to put no drinks? Am I gonna have to take something that I know? You know, this could even be the 9 of Wands. Somebody could have done this. I had the jerk-off line 9 times before I walked into the room because this is overwhelming. I'm nervous to see them with their clothes on. I feel like I'm 13. I mean, and I know I'm good looking. But what happens? I don't know if okay. So this guy hasn't really felt insecure around the women that he's been around at all. If he did, then it was an act, and he realizes like, this is different when I see that this is just how they are all the time. Now this is my equal in female form. I think 1, they just figured out how amazing they are, because if you're looking at this woman like this, then this must be somebody that you drew in. This must be the one that you asked for. If you said just float, even if it was a feeling like how to win your heart. I don't even feel like this is what he's saying. I don't even feel like I have to win this one over, and I've been doing that, I think, unconsciously for a while. Like I would actually have to be myself completely around this one, and I gotta be honest, I'm not really sure the last time I was, and it bothers me, and I get upset because I don't know if there's somebody else that's doing the same or thinking the same. Of course there are. You kidding me? And it could be some of your you know, they might not be your friends. There's just a male thing here. This could have been, we just don't want to be around you, and they all could have the same agenda. These would also be Hoyokas, so you must have attracted at some point. I mean, people think that these types of beings all get along all the time. No, not if you're at different stages of just where you're at, just in life. Forget Ascension or anything like that. I don't feel that this one wants to be told that they're, you know, I told that to him and I didn't mean it. And now I'm programmed to do that, and this one will, I would feel embarrassed if I said, I love you, and she said, no you don't. The honest to a fault thing is also, it's a gift. I mean, it's a, you know. If this is a lawyer, they're thinking, wow, I mean, I could gain information, wisdom from someone who may have never even finished high school. How could I just let you? Well, okay, this is an... aha. I just can't lie about where I'm at in life. That's it. There's one here who is completely, it's like they're done with this ascension process. They're on level 10, and I may be on level 6. Do I have to wait till I'm on level 10 in order to feel as comfortable? It may be. It may be that whatever this woman went through was so traumatic that she doesn't have it in her, but she would, and something else doesn't want her to do that for you. So yes, expect it to be as top tier as possible. And then what happens when both people are like this is they maintain it together, and nobody feels like they have to be a crutch for somebody else. And then that requires time and patience. Even if you don't know this person, but you know, I know there's something or something. It could be a job for somebody where they're not on the same with the job. But this is about people that split up and it was amicable and it's just not working. Right? Let's just do that, you know, and you're both stubborn, or you could both be Tauruses, and it could have been you both just kind of, it was the best thing for you. The worst thing is when one can do that and then the other one can't. That's where the problem lies. But when you have two people who you could have two sacred clowns, that doesn't mean that you're going to get along even at all, because you're a narcissist as well. And if you don't know how to balance your narcissism with your sympathy and your empathy, or at least make it work for, because some of you are in situations where it was pretty violent life. Others, it was more Biff and Jane, right? You still have to have that balance, or it just don't work. So now maybe the two of you went through similar things and learned how to handle things. You learned about people. You learned about yourself. And if you're this type of person, you're not at fault a lot. And that could have been one of the most difficult things for you to accept, which is the crazy thing about people like this. They take the heat just because it's just easier. But then you're taking that in, and now your fucking cells are like, excuse me? Oh, so you want pain. When you put yourself on the hook for shit they ain't got nothing to do with you, you're putting that heaviness in. You want to go fucking take it off the person who deserves it. No. That's what you say. You are at fault here. And that's where you leave it. You don't have to explain why. You're going to make them think why. I could be lonely for the first time, is what he said. He didn't say it. This is something he refuses to say. Never thinking about the future. I don't want to think about that. I'm always thinking about that. When the blue skies see us. Shake, shake. I love that. Was that for the breakup? This could be the day you stop doing that self-destructive thing you do, and I'm going to flip out one card. No, I don't. I think yeah. Tell me about the self-destructive thing that maybe is the last step. Okay. LOL Armadillo, too tough, exterior. Yeah. This is too strong on the outside. A man too strong on the outside. But so could she be. Maybe that's, okay, maybe the two of you became this. I don't feel like the woman's assessing the man at all. I really don't. I feel like the man is the one overthinking. And here's the narcissism in it. I refuse to have somebody else. Okay. And with the sea turtle, you're too fucking slow. So you're difficult, you're tough on the outside, you're tough, but yeah, and just the shell, right, on both, and crazy patterns. This is something your grandfather did, the men in your life, whoever they are. So what do you do about that? Christ. You may need to go to a male type of environment where you maybe a barber shop. Get a different hair, do something different. This feels like I have to do something for myself that would say male pampering. All right? We're not going to talk about it because it makes you sound like a fairy. You're just going to do it. You're not going to go with anybody else. Yeah. Or whatever this is that you can go to get away. Fucking shoot pool by yourself. How you want to play? Nah, man. You're going to let them know by feeling that you're just going through something. What else can you do? I'll get your fucking shoe shine. I don't know if I would say just go get laid, but for somebody, I guess if that's it, that's it. Footloose. Some of you need to go just dance. I don't know if you got 24-hour fucking clubs somewhere. Forget about getting fucked up. Just go in there. Some people, they go in these places. They don't go in because they don't have money to drink. But if there's no cover or you can get in there, I would just fucking dance. You're gonna feel things in your body. I felt this shit. I put certain music on. And certain music, I felt things popping inside my body. I don't know how many fucking things are attached to me physically and etherically, but I feel better because all day now I'm just going to focus on closing this thing slowly. You can't do it all at once. You'll get emotional and you'll feel pain. I realize. Footloose. Yeah, it's like your fucking 2 feet are tied together. It's like somebody put a knot in your spiritual and fucking physical shoelaces. You just stuck. This reminds me of a building that would be made out of clay or stucco. You stuck in stucco. Louise. Stuck up to the knees. That could be it too. Some of these guys could be fucking stuck up. Why? On this shit. Hey, I got wealth. Okay. These are usually the type of guys that these types of women can do without. We would love you if you were the that opposite version, well the same version, right? The counterpart of us. And we didn't want to even need to know that you have this. So if there are some men that are angry with this Five of Swords about maybe other men, there could be some men who have sleep on the jet just to remind me that I have 500 of them. I don't know why I have 500 of them. I just keep buying shit, and then I just sit there. And I think some of men that are like this are kind of moving away from that. I have things made of things that are starting to make me feel uncomfortable now. Beautiful. I accomplished this. I created this. And now I'm handing it over. I'm just abandoning it, ship and leaving. Huh. Who's underwater? Who's living underwater? Why? There could be some people who are hiding out in some things that were underwater. underneath. Yeah. I think they're afraid of getting hurt. Why? I don't know why this is happening. Okay, I never got to become king. That's what this is. I didn't get the Holy Grail, whatever, something with a heist or a master plan. Yep. This was to take over something. Become king and queen. Yeah, look. I don't know what's going on here, but this is the angry one. No, I said it. I mean, I lost everything. Somebody just got some kids on the street. King of Swords. I've been asking some type of being to please help me. And I feel like that motherfucker laughing at me. Yep. So now I got my defenses up with that. Alright, that's bothering me. I'm thinking about how I was skilled and gifted at the time. Or they should be thinking this. I gave up on my craft. It was me. Nobody pulled me from it. And if they did, I didn't fight hard enough. Yeah, I just kind of gave in. I mean, this shit was effortless for me. Huh. Somebody was fighting. Some type of martial arts or... Yeah. I just let it happen. Huh. One time, somebody lost one time. I think somebody turned their head and got knocked the fuck out. And somebody else's career started skyrocketing because of this. And they felt like the whole time that they gave that to them. And you kind of did. I mean, both sides, right? You gave it to them, but they noticed it and took the shot. They could have missed it too. They could have turned their head at the same time. The way you look at it. 7 of Cups. Somebody got, I mean, true. I don't know if I was 7, 8. I'll give you the 12. We feel so bad because I don't know what it was with this person. This feels like a brain aneurysm or a brain injury from one hit. And they became like an imbecile is what some of their family members called them. So that, thank you for making it worse for this person. And oh my God. Who hit this person? Because I don't feel like I'm an animal, and I'm glad that this happened. I feel like this was a fair fucking fight, and this is what happened. I don't know, what is it you want from me? You got the family members and shit of this person getting angry. They had a kid. They had something that was going on at home that they didn't release. That's on their side too. Something that was put out on social media. Or something about children. Yeah, this could be even thinking that they were messaging someone else. I'm not sure if it was their fault, but it could have felt like some type of blackmail or I mean, I could be a little off, but it's something like that they were going through. And that's what happened. That distracting all it took was one fucking thing. It could have been that something distracted them in the ring, in the arena. Or something popped into their head for some reason. And it made them turn away. You know how when you go over an accident, a car accident, where you just run into the back of somebody? And you can't look at it, so you kind of turn your head, even in your own mind. That it feels like that, and that just that quick, that happened. What was I talking about? I don't even know what I don't know what to name these now because it just goes all over the place. 35 minutes. I don't really want to go over that. What the hell was the first card? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. This guy. Ghostbusters. Let me just say, you could also be somebody who's in touch with some other realm. And this one could be too. Athlete. They could be an athlete. Somebody could be. Or they were in school. Or they just have that type of. And with the mirroring. This reminds me of a new way to close my third eye. You're mirroring each other with that. You're mirroring each other with some spiritual shit. With the priest. This feels like what I say goes. You're seeing things running through your head. Learning how to clear things out through some type of new spiritual practice. Yeah. With the angel, I just feel at peace. I don't feel like anybody's... please don't call me that. Please don't call me a fucking angel. And the student, yeah, learning things. Okay, I'm learning things. It's effortless, spiritual, mental, telepathic, hypersonic, something stuff. Oh, okay. Maybe this is where the two of you had to be. Oh, got it. If the two of you are learning how to do something where it's calming, closing, you have multiple eyes, learning how to make it known that all of them done. Command. You have to command it. Or make that feeling. You two could have been in pain, especially if you were going through this thing. Having that many eyes open could just bring in other beings, could maybe recognize you and attack or see you as a threat in some way, or just open up realms where you connect with beings where they're not at rest. It could also have something to do with pulling in energy from other planets when your third eye is that open, or these eyes, this thing, whatever it is. And on top of it, I do believe that if it brings out the anger in us, which makes us want to attack for no reason. So I'm done. I'm chill. I'll see you.